like you have to leave a part of yourself behind. You leave behind your history, your hopes, your regrets, your worries. From this moment on, there is only your present self in the present moment. You've even left behind the concept and the memory of breathing itself, of being terrestrial. And you continue with this conviction that you are aquatic. You're like a rocket that sheds its payload and continues on only with what is necessary for the journey. You see, the less of yourself you take down, the lighter the load. 2 more longer, slower, easier strokes. Every muscle in your body relaxes, except for maybe your feet, which act like tiny little rudders to keep you on a vertical track. What you're doing, free-falling, the reality is that it would kill you if you only do it long enough. But at the same time, it's the most beautiful part of the dive, where you feel like you're being accepted and absorbed into the ocean. Even your eyelids droop and cover your eyes. Every second or two, they may blink open to check your position next to the rope. Every second or two, your tongue pumps a little bit of air up into your middle ears to equalize the pressure there. Your lungs are compressing further still, losing more volume and creating a kind of a vacuum effect that's collapsing your rib cage, collapsing your bronchi and your trachea, and pulling your diaphragm up underneath your rib cage. And there's a dry training exercise that I can do which replicates this and gives you an idea of what's happening in your torso. It's not just our planet that has a surface layer. We have this kind of surface boundary in our minds that separates the rational, conscious mind from the subconscious below. And we spend most of our lives above that boundary in this ethereal, untethered medium of rational thought, while below there's a quiet, deep well of subconscious. It has its own activity, of course, down there, but it all happens without our awareness. We can't see into it, we don't know what's happening, but things come out of it. We don't know how deep it is, but we've never been to the bottom of it. And we can dive into that subconscious sea in the same way that we would dive into the free dive into the physical ocean of our world. And of course, the physical origin of our species traces back to the ocean below the surface. And in the same way, our minds have evolved from below the surface, from the brain stem up, adding parts and building above the surface into rational thought and awareness. So it's not just the freedivers then who go below the surface. Anyone who practices meditation or mindfulness or even takes mind-altering substances is taking trips below into that still sea. And sometimes I almost feel like a free dive, I almost feel like I'm cheating or taking a hack or a shortcut, because your environment in a free dive is already a still ocean. 100 meters down, you can't think about politics or laundry or whether you said the right thing. All of that belongs to a different world that you've left behind up there on the surface. You become stillness, immersed in stillness. And in that void, what is revealed is, I believe, one of the most beautiful experiences. It's an awareness of presence, and presence in awareness. It's pure consciousness. It's the one thing that we may never, ever be able to explain with science. No matter how deep you go, of course, you've still always got to come back up. And I left you guys hanging down there in the dark depths about to tackle that long swim back up to the surface. Sorry about that. But this is going to be the most physical part of the dive. You had that free ride down, and now you're going to have to pay for it on the way back up. This is where it all begins. Have you gone too deep? Have you stretched that umbilical cord to the surface out too far and to the point where it's snapped in two, and now you don't have enough oxygen to come back up? Stop. You need to stop that right there. Thoughts themselves are brainwave frequencies that consume oxygen in their creation, and negative thoughts, they breed like gremlin rabbits until they swarm all over your mind. If you panic here and now, you'll consume all the rest of your oxygen in a flash. Instead, you can count the strokes. Give your mind something to do in the same way that you would give a baby a pacifier to suck on. 1 stroke. 2 strokes. 3 strokes. 3 strokes. How many more strokes to go? No, don't start that either. Again, you cannot have any expectation or point of arrival. There is only this stroke, this kick, this now, this now, this now. Finally, the surface comes into view. And for those last moments, you enjoy the sensation of flying through liquid. You're about to wake from this dream, from this journey below surfaces, below the waves and turbulence of thoughts. You're about to return from a realm of pure consciousness. And when you do, when you suck in that first breath, you'll do so not just as a terrestrial hominoid returned to its element, but also equally as an aquatic mammal coming up for air. Take a breath now. Taste it as if it were your first, and hold on to that awareness of the depths as you return to life above the surface. This is why I freedive.
And the formula, I have arrived. I am home. Is the embodiment, the expression of my practice. It expresses my understanding of the teaching of the Buddha. It is the cream of my practice. I have arrived, I am home. And since the time I have found my true home, I don't suffer. I did not suffer anymore. The past is no longer a prison for me. The future is no longer a prison for me. I'm able to live in the here and the now. I'm able to touch my true home. And I know that the future is available through the present. This is what I have found. When you touch the present moment deeply, you touch the past. And if you know how to handle the present moment properly, you heal the past. Many think that the past is already gone, you cannot do anything. You cannot go back to the past and fix things and repair things. But according to this teaching of the Buddha, the past is still there with all the pain and suffering. And if you know how to come home to the present moment and touch the present moment deeply, you touch the past and you can heal the past. And when you heal yourself, you heal your ancestors. And this is possible. My ancestors have suffered in me. I have also suffered. And since I am able to touch the present moment deeply, I heal myself and I heal my ancestors, including my parents, my father.